She opened the pouch, and lo and behold, she found the husband's ATM card. So immediately, she wiped her tears, collected the ATM card, and hid. Not up to 1 hour later, the brother-in-law came back and collected the phone again from her. So before the brother-in-law came back to collect the phone from her, she went to check the husband's app. So luckily, they are the kind of a couple that share password. So this lady said I should please share this, that many women have lost her husband's properties because of in-laws, brothers-in-laws, sisters-in-law, the mothers and the fathers-in-law. Whenever their husband is gone, during that time, during the morning time, they are not always paying attention. They are lost in pain and agony, and they're always crying, wailing, which is okay, which is proper. Okay, someone that's lost who she loved so much, someone that she has been with for years. For that few days, you still be in shock, but the person that is gone is not in shock. Someone that is desperate is not in shock. He or she is like, he or she has been waiting for that time to come, and finally it came. So that very moment, immediately, he or she needs to act fast in order not to miss that opportunity. Okay, so this is the story of this woman. This is a testimony. This lady wants others to learn from this, and wants the men as well to prepare. When we talk about this kind of situation, some men think we are praying for them to buy on time. No, nobody knows the right time or when it will be, but in life you prepare yourself for the worst. Yes, just like something that has been flying around the internet of lately, TOD, that is payable on death form. People have been advertising this. Okay, people have been advertising this. People, men and women, husbands and wives, please go to the bank. Not just you now sit and relax. I have used your name as next of kin. No, when something happens to you, that next of kin does not matter. They will chop your money. Your family will be left penniless. Your children will starve. The bank will not even care if your children are still going to school or not. The bank don't even care if your family has relocated back to the village. So to avoid all these things, so that you not be in your grave and be regretting, grieving, go to the bank, request for payable on death form. They will give it to you. Okay, if you know that very person, you want that person to take care of your money when you are no more, that is the best person, and the best person is your spouse. Women, use your husband's name. Your husband should be your best next of kin. When we are single, you can use your parents or your siblings. Like when I was single, it was my mom, but now I'm married, it's my husband. My senior brother used me when he was single, but immediately he got married, he changed it to his wife. That is how it's supposed to be. Your wife is not your enemy. When you are no more, your wife is the best person to take care of your children. So many people see the wife as enemy. Maybe if I use my wife in the night now, my wife come and do this. No, stop thinking like that. Stop thinking like that. Then the women, your husband should be your next of kin. You go to the bank, request for payable on death form. So I advise husband and wife to go to the bank together. If you and your husband you are using the same bank or not, but mark out a day. You and your wife should go to the bank, request for a payment on death form. You go to your husband's bank, you do it. Go to your wife's bank, you do it together, so that your wife and your husband will know that you guys don't mean harm for each other. Okay, but in this case, the husband did not do such a thing. I just want to use this opportunity to chip this in. It is very important. Some people don't know about this. Okay, some people are ignorant. Some people think some people, whenever they bring up this topic, they start thinking something or stop thinking like that. Maybe my wife will come in the night and squeeze my life out of me. No, don't think like that. All right, back to our story. So this woman lost her husband, unfortunately. So sad. May he so rest in peace. Amen. So she lost her husband. So that very particular day of his buying, she was wailing. She was not even herself. She was crying bitterly. people were her loved one, family and friends were surrounded all around her. They were all trying to, you know, make her feel comfortable and all that. But you know, now there is nothing you can do to someone that lost a loved one that will make him or her to be normal immediately. It takes time. It takes time. Okay, so that very particular day, few hours when they were back from the hospital, because the husband died at the hospital. When they arrived at the hospital, well, I don't want to go into too much details. Okay, I'm selecting the details, all right, because you all know it's anonymous. So as even though it's anonymous, I'm not mentioning names. I'm also selecting details so that you don't go and put two or two together and now say, hey, now this woman no, now this woman no. So I'm also selecting details even though it's anonymous. All right, so a few hours to the evening, the husband's brother approached her and requested for the husband's phone. She said why she was wailing and crying, the first thing that they demanded from her is her husband's phone. What do you want to use her husband's phone to do? She said that she didn't even have strength to go and start asking the brother-in-law a new question. The phone is not the husband. If the phone can bring back her husband, fine. So she gave the phone to the brother-in-law, excuse me. The following day, the brother-in-law, about after 2 days, the brother-in-law brought back the phone, gave it to her. Because when the brother-in-law collected the phone, the brother-in-law told her, do you know the password? She said yes, that she knew the password, and gave the brother-in-law the password, and he took the phone and left. So 2 days later, he returned the phone and gave it back to her. When he returned back the phone, so she now started going through the phone. You know, when someone goes through your phone, you will know that someone came to this app. So she said that one mind, that she had a silent voice. The voice told her, open the pouch. Like, this is a phone. The voice told her, open the pouch. Open the pouch. Just open the pouch. So she adhered to the voice and opened the pouch. This is a true life story, okay? And opened the pouch of the phone, and lo and behold, she saw her husband's ATM card. And this ATM card, when the brother-in-law requested for the phone, the brother-in-law had already taken the wallet, because the wallet was with the husband at the hospital. So he was actually looking for the ATM card, but he didn't know how to ask her for the ATM card. And even if he asked her for the ATM card, she don't know where the ATM card is, because her husband, she's not the one to be with the husband's ATM card, even though he's alive. Everybody gets his own ATM card, you understand? So she opened the pouch, and lo and behold, she found the husband's ATM card. So immediately she wiped her tears, collected the ATM card and hid. Not up to 1 hour later, the brother-in-law came back and collected the phone again from her. So before the brother-in-law came back to collect the phone from her, she went to check the husband's app. So luckily, they are the kind of a couple that share password. You know, what we tell men, I know some men, yes, I understand. I'm not disputing that fact. There are some men when no get luck for wife. I'm sorry. There are men when no get luck for wife. But many men get luck for wife. But if you know you have luck for wife, you married a good woman, make use of the opportunity. Nobody carrying life keep anywhere. We don't wish you buying, but we prepare. We as human, we are expected to prepare for the worst. As I am now, at least I know the kind of relationship I have with my husband. It's very healthy, very, very advisable. So I'm advising you, if you're a man, you're a woman, I don't know what you're hiding from your phone. I don't know, but whatever you are hiding is not healthy. If you're hiding away from your husband and your wife, because even women do it, I know they pick side. I'm not a feminist for this matter. We are speaking on both sides. Even if you're a woman, what are you hiding from your phone? Why can't your husband don't know your password? Then you, the husband, why can't your wife don't know your password? What if you had an accident and they need the money and the money is in your account? So how will your wife access your app or your ATM card, your wife don't know the PIN. How will your wife not get the money? What if there is an emergency? Then you, the wife, if the husband's money is not enough and he needs your money and it's an emergency, so how will he not access your account? All these things are things that husbands should not just neglect. It is one of the essential things you need to do and practice in your marriage to make your marriage healthy, not just for you but for everybody. So what if this couple, she was just asking me, she said, Queenette, what if my husband, that we don't have that kind of relationship, that we don't share password? I know my husband's app password, I know his PIN, and he knows mine, and he knows his PIN. So she's now asking me, what if we don't know each other's password and PIN? So she said that she now have to log into his app, because he has 2 apps, and found out that all the money are still intact. So unfortunately for the brother-in-law, he was trying, and her husband's password is not something you can just, maybe it's his date of birth, or maybe it's his name or his child's name. Is kind of is a password that only her and the husband know about that very particular word. Okay, that is their marriage language. I hope you understand me. You can't even think that there is no CID that can crack the password. That is kind of very sweet relationship she had with the husband. So when it was frustrating for the brother-in-law to break into the app and he couldn't, he returned the phone. So after she found the ATM card, not up to an hour, the brother-in-law came back, collected the phone again from her. She gladly gave him the phone. Open the phone, guy. Whatever phone you get, if na phone, sorry for people that don't hear you. If you want to eat the phone and live longer than your deceased brother, go and eat the phone. So she said that this was what was going on in her mind when she handed over the phone to him. That calm down first. I'm calmed. Okay, so a few days later again, the brother-in-law came back, started querying her. What is your husband's password? She was like, which one is my husband's password? I don't know my husband's password. My husband is not the kind of person that discloses his password to me. You understand? So they had to believe, because maybe himself, his wife don't know a password, so he shouldn't expect the deceased brother, to have a different relationship with the wife as well. So that was when he now asked her, where is your husband's ATM? I don't know. You know, they give me ATM, and keep your husband's password. I don't know. So when they tried everything and finally realized that all their trials are now are not working, so they had to surrender, give her back the phone. Okay, now this was why they were after the man's bank app. The man wanted to start a construction, a very big one. Currently, they are living in a tenant house. Okay, so the man is a kind of a man that, you know, discuss with the brother, but not in details. Okay, he has been planning with the brother that he don't want, when he starts a project, after 1 month, 2 months, he will stop and now start the project after 6 months or 1 year. That he wants, if he starts a project, he will start it to finish. So he said that he has the money to start up a project, but the money is remaining small to be completed. Do you understand? There is no how he will start the project and stop on the way, announce we start after a few months. So the brother-in-law knew that there is a very huge amount of money in that account. Millions of money, millions of naira is in that account. The money to get a land, start the project and finish is in that account. Okay, so that was why they were fighting to get that money. Imagine people's wickedness. A man that had children and a wife living, you want to cunningly collect that money from that woman. Why? Whereas your own money, you are with your money and you want to use it to take care of your family. Now your brother that left family behind, the only thing that he left for the children and for the wife, you want to collect it from her. Why? Why are heart of men so evil? Why? I'm using this medium to reach out to other brothers-in-law because I know there are many of them. Please, the best thing you can do for your brother that will be deceased or is deceased already is to support the wife and not to drain her dry. We have a lot of cases like this, a lot of them. And you, that is a man, if you are still alive today, thank God. You have a lot of time and no time as well to put everything in order in your family in case of tomorrow. Don't say, I know my family, I know what they can do. You don't know anybody. Anybody, you don't know anybody. Don't say, my family is not that, it's not that kind of family, this and that. Don't even say it. Don't even vouch for anybody, even your brother, your father, or your mother, or your sister. Don't even vouch for anybody. Don't even take chances. Start now. Go to bank. Request for payable on death form. Fill it with your wife. Go to her own bank. She should also do the same thing. Then, you guys should not hide your bank ass from your wife. It's not healthy. And your wife, don't do the same. You and your husband should share. What are you hiding? Whatever you are hiding is not a healthy something. So desist from it. Not when something happens to you, be in your grave and be crying blood. You be in your grave and be shouting, had I known. Then it will be too late. Too late. How will your wife now assess everything you left behind to take care of the children? Or how will your husband assess everything you left behind to take care of the children? Because as I'm speaking to the wife, I'm speaking to the husband. Do you understand me? So this was how this wife, she said that she just kept quiet until after the burial, everything now calmed down. She started withdrawing the money small to take care of her children, start business and every other thing. Everybody was just looking at her. She said that she's a very wise woman, actually. She said that she did not bring out the money once. She was bringing out small. She's a wise. Actually, that project, her husband wanted that she had started it. But you will not know. You will think that money is coming from her shop. You think the money is coming from her business, but the money is not coming from her business. All the money is not coming from her business. If you come to the site, go to her shop, you think, hey, this woman, she's really trying to start up this construction, but no, she's doing it small. She's not buying any car. She's not buying any car. Nothing. Small, so that her husband's people will not find out and the war will start. They might go spiritual. They might go spiritual. They can. Those people are, I don't know. So this is the end of her story. So she wants so many people, both men and women, to learn from this story. Okay, unfortunately she lost her husband, but to God be the glory, she won her husband's people. They did not take one penny from her husband, from whatever her husband left behind, even one penny. They did not take any couple from what her husband left behind. So this man, wherever you are, may also rest in peace. Amen. So we, the living, we learn from other people's mistake. You that is here, I hope you have learned a lot from this life. I hope you have also learned a lot from this story shared to you today. Please put in everything you have learned into practice. Make peace with your husband and wife. Make your family a healthy family. You alone have the key to the success and everything, the sweetness in your family. You alone have the key, not an outsider. Ask yourself today, what if all these things I'm hiding from my spouse, my husband and my wife, what if something happened? I just closed my eyes, I couldn't open it again. How will my family feed? How will they fend? Who will take care of them? Don't vouch for your family. You will never know how they will be or how they will react until something happens. And when that thing happens, you will not be there to fight for them. You will not be there to struggle. You will not be there to speak for them. You can only speak and do all those things. Now you are alive. You have breath in your nostrils. You are alive. You only have now to put every wrong right. I am pleading to everybody. Have a healthy relationship with your spouse. It is for your own good and for the good of your children and family. in case of tomorrow. My name is Queenette. See you tomorrow with mind-blowing news. Oh my god, tomorrow's one is gonna choke. Tomorrow's life is gonna choke. Mind-blowing story. See you. I love you. Mwah.